second graders. Today we are going to start working with a new phonics sound, and that is the sound oi. Oi, like you hear in coin or in point. So say that sound with me and watch my mouth. Oi, oi. So your mouth is going to make that oi. It's going to close and have that O shape with your mouth, and then it kind of opens up with the E. Oi, oi. So that's the sound that we're working with today. Well, we have two ways of spelling oi, and we can make oi with an OI or with an OY. Now, I want to go back a few months even, and I want you to think about how we made the sound A, like in play or in mail. How could we make that sound? Well, we know we could use a magic E at the end, that silent E, but we had two other ways to make that. We had vowel teams. We had the AI vowel team, and we had an AY vowel team. Do you remember when we used AI and when we used AY? Well, I want you to think about this for a moment. Is this how I would spell May? No, it isn't. I would spell May M-A-Y, wouldn't I? M-A-Y, because A was at the end, and remember A at the end had room to stretch out. If you make your arms into a Y shape, A was at the end of the syllable. So the sound A at the end was made with an AY because the Y stretched out big. That helped me remember to use a Y at the end. So if I had male, the L kind of squeezed that A sound in the middle, and the A couldn't stretch out because the L was there. So it got skinny and it made an I. So AY was at the end of a syllable and AI was in the middle of a syllable. So today we're going to be using that same strategy with oi. Oi, OI, is going to be in the middle of a syllable. OY is found at the end of a syllable. Now, not always at the end of a word, but at the end of a syllable. Let's do a little practice. I would like you to tell me how you would spell boy. Boy. Oi is at the end of a syllable. So would you use OI or would you use OY? Boy. And I would spell it with an OY. B-O-Y. We'll maybe use these cards later in class, so I'm not going to write on them today. How about boil? Like I bring the water to a boil. If you put that word on your arm, ba-oil, you'll notice that you have the ol after oi. So oi is not the last sound in the syllable, ba-oil. So what would we use? That's right, we would use OI, B-O-I-L. So looking at the word soy, I had a soy protein shake, or I raised soybeans in the field. How would you spell soy? S-O-Y. S-O-Y, because soy is a one-syllable word and oi is the last sound. How about this? I plant my garden in really great soil. Soil. How would you spell soil? Well, if we put that on our arm or we think about the sounds, oil, oil, oi is in the middle, so I would use an O-I-S-O-I-L, soil. So as you are working with your oi sounds, remember if it's in the middle of a syllable, it's OI. If it's at the end, it's OY. Have an awesome day.